Hi, everyone. This is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics, and this is a Law of Attraction Metaphysical channel that brings you information that can change your life. Today, we want to speak about why your prayers are not being answered when you call for help. This is a serious topic that I get a lot of people that write me, and they want to know. Why their prayers are not being answered, why God is not listening to them. Thank you for answering. Thank you. This is a new computer, new mic. So, hey, I just wanted to make sure you guys can hear me. Now, I'm getting a lot of people that write me and they're wondering why they can't manifest a lot of things that they want in their life. They want to know why God is not listening, why the universe is not listening to them. Now, first, I want to make sure you guys all understand when we speak about the universe. Thank you, everyone, for saying that you can hear. Thank you. Thank you. When we speak about the universe and we speak about God, we're also speaking about all sources. No matter where you come from, there is only one God, one universe. It doesn't matter if you call it God, Allah, Jehovah, does not matter what you call your higher source. Some people may call their higher source themselves, but it is all the same. Now, when I speak about this topic, I'm speaking about it because it affects everything. Again, everyone, thank you, and blessings to all of you guys. So now let's get back to this topic of why your prayers are not being answered, why no one is listening to you when you need help. Now, remember, you guys, we all grew up in another time, okay, where we were told to pray to the sky, to get on our knees, beg. We were told that we were born into sin, okay? These things are so far from the truth, and it sets people up to believe that everything that happens to them happens from the outside. This is not true. If you want to take control over your life, you need to start praying and believing differently about where your source comes from. Your source comes from the universe, comes from within you, okay? And when your prayers are not answered, it's not answered because there's something you're doing on the inside, and you need to realize what it is and change it, and then you will see all the doors open up for you. Now, so that's the topic of this live stream today. We're going to answer this, and we're going to try to help as many people out as possible moving into the new year. Now, the first thing I want you guys all to know is if you are taking control over your life, we don't do begging here, okay? We're not going to beg. We're not going to walk around begging and pleading. Remember, again, you control your life. So why are you begging? The universe is only giving you what you're asking for. So what are you doing? Here, we will not do that. Now, what I want you guys all to know is that it doesn't matter how many manifesting techniques you use. It doesn't matter what you're saying for the next 5 minutes. What matters truly is what you're doing, what you're repeating in your mind for the rest of the day. Now we have 24 hours. I tell people to get up in the morning, say affirmations, do the mirror work, do the whole thing. But what are you doing for the rest of the day? What are you saying to yourself the rest of the day? I get a lot of people that write me and they're saying, oh, Yvette, I guess the universe, it never works for me. I never get anything. I'm broke. I'm homeless. I don't know what to do. And I say I'm reading and I'm looking like, oh my God, you're getting exactly what it is you believe. You're getting exactly what it is you're saying. The universe is really giving you what you're getting, what you want, because you are in such a horrible situation. Listen, people, whatever it is you're paying attention to, whatever it is you keep repeating in your mind, is what the universe is going to give to you, is what the universe is handing out to you. That's just the way it goes. So if you're saying all these affirmations and then for the next 20 hours, 24 hours, 23 hours, you're running around saying, oh my God, this has happened to me. I'm poor. Oh my God, my boyfriend left me. That is what the universe is going to hear. You have just canceled out, totally canceled out what it is you were trying to create. That's why I tell people, when you go throughout your day, try to focus on positive things. Try to keep yourself positive. Try to be grateful and thankful for all the things that you have. By doing this, you are putting yourself at a higher vibration. You're putting yourself in a happy mood where things are going to come to you in a happy way. Now, listen, thank you guys for all of the comments. I'm going to get to them a little later, but I'm thanking you guys for reaching out from all over the world. Now, listen, there's so many of us are out there saying, God is not listening. God is not giving me what I want. Why aren't my prayers answered and other people's prayers are? I'm asking you at this moment to go within yourself, to start listening to yourself, your self-talk. What are you saying most of the day? What are you throwing out to the universe? Listen, the universe is like gravity. We don't think about gravity. We just know it's here and we know we are not floating in the air. It's the same thing with the universe. It's universal laws put into place. It never fails. So whatever it is you have going on in your life, somehow, some way, you attracted it. Okay, now we can go a little further with that, but that's not the topic of this video. It's for you guys to understand exactly how you're getting things in your life and why your prayers are not being answered. The real answer to that is your prayers are always answered. It's all based on what it is you're thinking, what it is you're feeling. And if you are saying a 5-minute affirmation, you're doing visualization for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, 3 times a day, you're doing scripting. And then for the rest of the day, you're talking about your problems. You're talking about your problems to every single person you run into. That is what the universe is going to give to you. And your answer to your prayers have been answered. I am sick. I am broke. That is what the universe is giving you, and it's going to keep giving it to you until you let it go. Now, a lot of people say, well, Yvette, I pray to God, and sometimes I'm upset and I'm begging, and my prayers get answered. Listen, faith is what got you there. You were praying and you may have been desperate, but at the same time, you had faith in the universe to answer your prayers. You had faith that whatever you were saying at that moment, God was going to work things out. There is a difference. Okay, there is a big difference, people, between praying, begging, and knowing your prayers are answered. Knowing that it is answered. You had faith, and your faith has gotten you there. But there's a lot of people out there that pray, they're desperate, and when they finish praying, they're still desperate. They're still walking around crying and moaning and groaning and talking to every single person that they encountered about their problems. Now, another thing that I tell people, if you want to correct this, if you want to take your life into another direction, if you want to see your prayers answered, start thinking positive about whatever's going on. If you have no money, think about, I'm healthy. Think about, I'm alive. There's someone else out there in a worse predicament than you. And you need to say to the universe, thank you, God. Thank you. I thank you. I know whatever it is I'm going through, I created it. And at the same time, this is already done. I know you have me. I look only to the universe for my answers. And whatever it is, it comes from within. And then you move about your day, taking action, and things will work out. Listen, I'm no exception. I just had something happen to me, and I said, whoa, how did that happen? And at the same time, I said, whoa, $7,000, $6,000. Oh my God. Then I took action. And I said, God has this. God has this. And it gradually worked itself out. This happened happens to me all the time. When things go wrong in my life, things seem to just happen to work out. And it's like that. It's like, okay, the shock is over. It happened. Let me take action. And then voila, doors open up for me. That is the same thing I'm telling you guys. Whatever it is you're going through, have faith. Talk to the God that dwells inside of you. Have faith that you're answered, that you have been answered. Don't pray and then for the next 23 hours and 30 minutes talking to every single person that you know about your problems. Listen, I know we all go through problems and we all need someone to talk to sometimes, and that's okay. But at a certain point, you got to say, okay, the shock is over. It's now time for me to let this go, keep quiet, have faith, and move on. Okay? The more you talk about your problems, the more you're going to bring it into your life. Now, I know I have a lot of questions here. I know I have a lot of people from all over the place. I want to thank everybody for joining this live stream. And what we're going to keep moving on. Now, when it comes down to health, let me tell you guys, a lot of people, when they are praying to God, it's usually because they're in a dire need or a desperate need. And it usually boils down to money, health, and love. When you go through these things, remember, whatever you're going through, you created. You have to stop and think about, what did you do? What did you give to the universe? What did you ask the universe for this to come into your life? It's just that simple. And change it. Okay? If you have problems, Louise Hayes has an excellent book on how to heal your life. When you look up Louise Hayes' books, she basically tells you, gives you examples of why things are happening in your life, okay? And then gives you actions that you can take to help it with affirmations. But again, no matter what it is you're doing, you have to have faith that the universe has your back and just move forward. Take action, seek advice, medical advice, whatever. And at the same time, give it to the universe to correct it. Because a lot of times the universe might take you to a doctor. And then if you ignore it, the universe will say, well, I gave you a doctor. Or it might send you to a herbalist or someone that deals with natural medicine. Whatever it is that you're doing, know that the universe is going through you, leading you in the right direction. Now, I have a lot of things. Again, so many people are here, and I'm so grateful and happy that so many of you guys are here and you guys are with me. Now, let's get to some of the solutions so we can end this live stream early. Okay, what would I do if I was in a situation? And this is the tip. This is what I want you guys to know. Once we get in a situation and we're seeking help, I know we go through that shock that it happened. I've been there. Once that is through, you have to take grip and say, how did I create this? The next thing is to keep yourself happy. Let it go, keep yourself happy, and take action to do whatever it is you need to do. If you want to speak to the universe, okay, if you want God to answer your prayers, it's not when you're around a bunch of people that your prayers is going to get answered. Group prayer is excellent, don't get me wrong. But it is that prayer when you are alone, when you are in your shower, when you are driving in the car by yourself, when you are taking a walk, when you are meditating in your house, sitting in quiet, is when the answers will come to you, okay? When all that chitter chatter is out of your head, that is when you're going to get the answers. I tell people, spend time alone, sit to yourself, speak to yourself. When you go to sleep at night, say a prayer, ask God for guidance while you're sleeping. Ask God to let you know what direction you need to go in. And if you don't get it in your sleep, allow yourself to get it the next day. Whatever it is you're going through, remember, the answer is not on the outside. The answer will only come to you from on the inside. That's where your answer is. Remember, you guys, it's not what you say on the outside to all these different people that you're going to get your answer. The answer is going to come from within. And that's when you pray and you talk while driving, while sitting in your house, while walking, while at the beach, while sitting in your backyard, while playing with your animals or playing with your children. That is the time when you ask the God that dwells inside of you to protect you, to answer your prayers, to lead you in the direction that you want to go in. Now, again, you guys, I want to thank everybody for joining this live stream. Right now, I just want to see some of the comments here that people put out here. And before I start this off, I want to make sure you guys know that this is a law of attraction metaphysical channel. If you like this video and you want more on metaphysics, more on things that you will not get on any other channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell. Okay? So now I have a lot of people here. Thank you for answering that. You guys can hear my mic. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings to you again. That's why a lot of people tend not to go to church. But let me just tell you something about church. Church is a great place. Okay, you just have to find the right church that is going to lead you in the direction you want to go in. Okay. I go to church. I'm in Unity, but I haven't been in a while since COVID, the COVID mess going on. But I am part of Unity. Okay. So there's a lot of churches out there that teach and take you in the direction you want to go in. You just have to find the right one. Okay. Okay. A lot of people from all over the world, from England. No, think different. Yes, exactly. Be careful what you think. Of course, at South Africa, one boy watched for 2-minute prayers 7 times this morning. Listen. It only takes 2 minutes to say a prayer. At the same time, I'm going to let you guys know again. It's what you say and think for the rest of the 23 hours and 55 minutes that matters. Okay. So again, you guys really got to watch what you're saying and what you're doing outside of your prayer. And I'm not telling you guys not to live, do whatever it is you want to do, but watch the negative thoughts. Watch the news, you guys. The news is there to keep you watching. They give you all the negative things that you want to hear so that you will keep watching. That is the purpose of the news. It's a business. It gives you the news and lets you know what's going on. There is nothing wrong with watching it, but then at the end, let it go. Move on. I know people that watch the news over and over and over again. Why are you watching the news over and over again? How many people you need to hear died? How many people you need to hear was raped or molested? How many people do you need? That, for me, would carry out throughout my whole day, and I would remember it, and I would then talk to other people about it. I don't want that in my life. I don't want to attract that in my life. Again, the universe answers all of our prayers based on what you're giving it. Again, that was a nice comment. Very good. Thank you. Working by myself. Now I'm working. Okay. Universe has abundance. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Blessings to everyone from all over the world. Gratitude. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Listen, whatever it is that you desire in your life, God will give it to you. The universe will give it to you. Whatever your higher source will give it to you. A lot of people choose to look within. We'll give it to you. It's just a matter of you believing that the universe is going to do it for you. It's just believing that it's going to come from within. It's just believing that it's already yours. And then the universe will open doors for you. One other thing that I would like to mention before I sign out is a lot of people give up before their prayers are answered. They give up. They give up, and that is the difference between people that get their prayers answered and those that don't. You don't give up. You go out with a fight. You go out all the way to the end knowing that the universe has your back. A lot of times people give up thinking that things are not going to work their way, just to find out that if they would have continued, it would have been answered. So the thing is that know that the universe has your back. Keep moving forward and never give up. That is the way I handle my life. And I'm telling you guys to do the same thing. Again, I know we got another Yvette over here on the line. We got to roll out the positive affirmation. Exactly. You keep doing the affirmations. India, okay, God bless, God bless. Okay, so many people, gratitude. Yes, I'm thankful. Okay, and I'm going to sign out for tonight because I don't want this to continue and I continue so long because we can keep talking about this for a long time. I want you guys to go out there and enjoy your day, enjoy having fun, live life, have peace, and just remember, you guys, the correct way of prayer comes from within. It's not from the outside. It's knowing that God answers all your prayers. If something is not the way you want it in your life, look at yourself and say, how am I attracting this? How am I bringing this about? What am I doing? Ask God to open the doors for you and take action and allow God to work through you. It's just that simple. I moved up from food service, house cleaning, to a aide, to a nurse two, a nurse supervisor, to a nurse practitioner, and owning a building. All of these things did not just come in my lap. It was things that I wanted, things that I prayed for, and I took action. When things seemed to be going rough, I stayed with it. And that's what I'm telling you guys today. It's not what you say, it's what you think for the rest of the day. If you take that away from this live stream, you are way ahead of the average person. Okay? For that, I'm going to sign out. And listen, blessings to all of you guys, and namaste.